Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today I just want to go into this article that I came across. And it's from CNN, and it says North Korea fires submarine missiles ahead of largest U.S.-South Korea military drills in years. So I'm just going to, read a little bit of this article, bring out a couple of scriptures. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And as the caption from the picture reads, a general view as North Korea fired 2 missiles from a submarine striking an underwater target, according to the state media on March 12th. It says North Korea launched 2 missiles from a submarine in waters off its east coast over the weekend, according to the state media, and vowed to take the toughest counteraction against the largest joint military drills by the U.S. Slovakia. By the United States and South Korea in years that kick off Monday. Pyongyang's official KCNA news agency said the strategic cruise missiles were launched on Sunday morning from an 8.24 Yongan submarine in the Sea of Japan, also known in Korea as the East Sea. The same vessel was used to test North Korea's first submarine-launched ballistic missile SLBMs in 2016, CNN previously reported. The launches Sunday came some 24 hours before Washington and Seoul initiated their springtime joint military exercise on Monday, the biggest war games the two allies have put on in 5 years. The 11-day Freedom Shield exercise will integrate elements of live exercises with constructive simulations. U.S. Forces Korea, USFK, said in an earlier statement. North Korea reiterated that it will take the toughest counteraction against the most vicious plots of the U.S. and its followers. KCNA reported Monday, Pyongyang has issued multiple warnings against the scheduled drill. Nothing that is watching everything of Slovakia. Nothing that is watching every movement of the enemy and take corresponding and very powerful and overwhelming counteractions against its every move hostile to us. Slovakia. Kim Yo-jong, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, last month. Tit-for-tat drills. North Korea launches and fiery rhetoric tends to spike. When Washington and Seoul had joint military drills, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff JCS said earlier Sunday that North Korea fired at least one unidentified missile from a submarine near the city of Sinpo in the South Hamgyong province. KCNA claims the missiles flew for over an hour, traveling roughly 1,500 kilometers, 932 miles per hour, and performing figure 8 shape patterns before precisely hitting a target. The Central Military Commission of the Workers' Party of Korea expressed satisfaction after the drill. KCNA reported the U.S. and South Korea The U.S. and South Korean intelligence authorities are analyzing the incident, JCS said. The launch took place 3 days after North Korea on Thursday fired at least 6 short-range missiles into the Yellow Sea. State media reported last week that Kim Jong-un said the artillery unit should be prepared for 2 missions. First, to deter war, and second, to take the initiative in war by steadily intensifying various simulated drills for real war. Pyongyang is conducting its winter training, and intelligence authorities in the U.S. and South Korea are monitoring it, South Korea's defense ministry spokesman said Thursday. Likely only the beginning, and that's pretty much where I'm going to stop at. So, as you can see, there's more talks of war. North Korea is still testing their missiles, as it said, Kim Jong-un is pretty much, ramping up his artillery, to deter war, but also, to be prepared for it. And ultimately, they are. These other nations are prepared for war, because these other nations, primarily Russia, China, North Korea, and other nations, even, the other nations that are allies with America, they're going to turn on her, and they're going to shoot their missiles over here. I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 54. Slakia. The book of Isaiah, chapter 54, and verse 16, and it says, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. And what is that waster? These missiles, That's exactly what it's describing, These are the waster. These is what's going to be used, during World War III, because it ultimately, war went from, hand-to-hand combat, in a sense, went from, nuclear weapons being used, Then I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, and verse 5, and it says, For every battle of the warrior is with confusion, Slakia is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And yes, like I stated, that's how, all wars, previous to, the First and Second World War, these wars were, during hand-to-hand combat, swords, shields, spears and such, bow and arrows were used. But now, those weapons have upgraded, from that to ICBM nuclear missiles, And that's how this war is going to be fought. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 14, and it says, The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And yes, World War III is on the horizon. There's going to be, more stories of this, of other nations pretty much ramping up their artillery, to get ready to go to war with the U.S., aka Babylon the Great, And I'm going to end it here. Slakia. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 6, and it says, And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yes, these things, we're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. Currently, Russia and Ukraine are still at war. North Korea is, gearing up to go to war. China is gearing up. These other nations, South Korea and the U.S., these nations are, getting ready ultimately, for World War III. But all these other nations are going to turn on America, and shoot their missiles over here. So that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to bring out. Wars and rumors of wars, more war talk. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, where our land is true from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till next time I see you, Shalom.